Hi guys, so today we're having a look at the new CC Perfecting Foundation and the CC Perfecting Press Powder from the Revolution Pro line. Now, the foundation has an SPF of 30. It is put down as being moisture rich, so it'll be interesting to see how that goes with my skin. It could go either way. Sometimes adding a bit of moisture can kind of calm your skin down so it doesn't feel like it has to produce oil. But you know, we will see. So it's £10 for this, and you get 26 mils, so slightly less than the average foundation. What it says on the website is, say hello to your next foundation hero. Revolution Pro's CC Cream Perfecting Foundation SPF 30 offers sheer to full buildable coverage whilst leaving the skin hydrated and protected. Perfect for dry to combination skin. The foundation is formulated with hyaluronic acid to hydrate, collagen to plump, antioxidant vitamin E to protect and reduce redness. Ideal for diffusing the appearance of wrinkles whilst offering long-lasting coverage. And now this comes in a lot of shades and I haven't counted, so I'll be really quick. Okay, so there's only actually 19 listed on the Beauty Bay site. I thought there was more than that. I also got the powder, as we said, and it is £9. I've got the shade Ivory. You get 5 grams, and it's in this kind of luxury looking packaging with the kind of fake reptile skin on it. So colours for this, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 colours for this, which is okay for a pressed powder. And it says, a skin perfecting setting powder. Get ready for that flawless base thanks to Revolution Pro's CC Perfecting Press Powder. Perfect for setting and perfecting makeup. The powders are designed to reduce flashback, while the fine pressed pigments melt into the skin for a hint of coverage. Infused with hydrating hyaluronic acid and skin-loving antioxidants, the powder leaves feeling nourished and looking its best. I assume that's maybe leaves skin feeling nourished and looking its best. So I have used these doing my makeup today, and let's see how that went. Right, so let's get started. I have primed using the Mattify primer from Revolution, and I'm going to use my cosmetics brush because I'm a big child and I'm in love with this. So this foundation has like a squeezy tube pump combo. I quite like this. Pumps I just like because they're easier, and a squeezy tube, you know, it's going to kind of get smaller as you use it, which if you're trying to like pack for travelling and stuff, can be a bonus. So I've put my mirror down. I always do this. It's right there. So let's see how this goes. So it is a good colour match, but this is what I quite like about Revolution, is their colours are fairly standard across their concealers and their foundations. They've done a really good job for matching it. Like, you buy a shade 1 in one powder, concealer, foundation range, you'll be shade 1 in all of them, and they do match. If you've been around my channel for a while, you might remember I had an issue with Barry M and their foundations and concealers, and I had 3 of them that had the same shade name, and when you swatched them side by side, they were not the same. So this foundation is giving me a really nice coverage actually. I wasn't expecting it to be quite this full with it being down as a CC foundation. It it has a scent, like it smells more like a cream than a foundation. That sounds so stupid saying it out loud, but you know, like when you get the jars of cream for your skin and they just have that I'm a face cream scent, this is giving off a bit of that. So it is nice though, and I've actually still got some left on my hand, so I'm just going to try and make sure that I get all the way out the edges of my face. I'm getting a little bit more brush marks in this than I get with my normal foundation, so just be careful for that. I'm just stippling over to try and get rid of as many of those marks as I can. preferably all of them. Yeah. So I'm going to, again, stay on brand. I'm just going to grab the Revolution Pro for brightening under my eyes. Can't remember what they actually call this. Because it's not written on the packet. So it is one of the corrector concealers anyway, in a clicky pen. So right. And then I am still going to go in with a concealer as well, because while this has more coverage than I expected, I still want a little bit of help around my nose and under my eyes. So just kind of blot off my lip balm there. And I'm just going to go in with the Conceal and Define Infinite Concealer because I haven't stopped using this since I reviewed it. Like literally I can't believe that I left this so long without reviewing it. I could have been using it. So I'll link all the videos down below for reviewing like these items kind of individually that I happen to be using here. So like the brush, the concealer, even the lip balm if you want. Because again, have been using constantly since I reviewed it. Even bought a second one. Do not mean to completely blank out my lips, but sometimes I find it easier to do that and then wipe it off my lips than to try and get around my lip line perfectly. So, powder brush. Last but not least, we've got the CC Perfecting Pressed Powder. Now, I haven't used a pressed powder to set my makeup in a while, okay? I've been a loose powder girl for years, so it's not picking up on camera, but in person I can actually see a tiny bit of shimmer to this. Just like a couple of little flecks. But isn't it cool the way they've pressed it? So, okay, seems to be quite soft, like I'm just tapping in rather than swiping. Ooh, that's nice. Okay. Do a wee swipe just for my nose. Okay, so you can see the difference, powdered and unpowdered there. Is definitely a mattifying powder, which is my friend, because I am an oily person. But this is just such a posh looking compact for a drugstore powder. I mean, like, I know it's the Revolution Pro, which is their kind of fancier, like, section. Although has anybody noticed that the Pro line is like growing and growing and growing, and I don't know about you guys, but in my Superdrug, the section for the Pro bit is quite small. I mean, at this rate, Revolution's going to have their own shop like Kiko. But yeah, I really like this. This looks really pretty. So I'm going to go and finish the rest of my makeup. It's obviously going to look a little bit better when I've got a little bit more colour, blush and things on. But if anybody wants the timestamp from just now, it is 25 to 10 and I will see you in a bit. Right, so if you're wanting to do the timestamp from the finished face, this is my finished face for the day. It is 10 o'clock and I will see you guys for check-ins. Right, so it is 5 to 12 and I just wanted to do a quick check-in. So, zooming you guys in, the foundation is going weird. So every single pore, hair follicle on my chin is completely highlighted. It's not too bad across my cheeks. But that chin, I mean, The camera can't even focus on it. I look like I've got stubble. Which is quite unpleasant looking. So, yeah. I'm going to see if I can kind of blend that out just a smidgen. And make myself look less stubbly. Because that's not a look I want to go for. So I'm going to get a little bit of the powder on a kabuki style pointed brush and see what we can do. Oh, this is not going according to plan. It looks okay from a distance, but it's kind of dragged the foundation a little bit. See what I mean? It's like that's a bit of a bummer because this looked so beautiful going on, but that's less than 2 hours and it's just gone crazy, and that was with a mattifying primer. Yeah. I've also bumped my fingers against my forehead and it's just lifting really easily. I mean, you can see how easily that's just coming off. It's definitely not definitely not a long wear formula, definitely not an oily skin person's formula. I will persevere with it for a little bit longer just to see how it goes, but at the moment I can say for certain that it is not for us with oily skin, but I will be back with a bit more. Right, I'm back for another check-in. Flynn's in the room, by the way, so he should be happier this time. Hopefully he won't trash my desk like he did last week. Anyway, so it's 20 to 4 just now, and unfortunately my beard is back. Don't really know how else to describe this. So yeah, shitting like all those speckly marks, and this just like moves around like nobody's business. So one thing that I wanted to check was, it did say that the powder would give you a bit of a touch up for the coverage as well. So why don't we try that out, since I've lost coverage in bits. So I mean, I still look like I've got a beard. It does seem to be a nice touch-up powder. I think what I'm going to have to do is use these two products separately and come back and do a kind of final thoughts, because I don't want to rate them together. I'm realising that I don't like this. For all that they're designed to work together, I don't know which one of these in particular isn't working for my skin. So over the weekend I'm going to play with like a combination of, you know, that powder with like my that powder with my Dose of Colours foundation, and this foundation with my Peach Perfect powder, and see if I have better luck. I suspect it's the foundation that's not working for me rather than the powder, just from the way that it's kind of breaking up. I can't see a powder doing that, but we will see, and I will be back with some answers, hopefully. Okay, so today I've used the CC cream as a foundation, and I've used my Peach Perfect powder from Too Faced. So we'll see if I was right, if that was what was causing the separation, if it's more to do with the foundation than the powder. So it is 10 past 10 just now, and we will see how this holds up. Right, so I am back. It is 11:45 and my beard's back. It's been back for a while. Yeah, so it's done that weird separation thing again. It looks like I've got stubble, which is just, it's annoying. So tomorrow I'll be trying out the powder with a foundation that I know works out for me, and we will see if it gets to redeem itself or not, so stay tuned. Right, so today is my day using my normal foundation with the powder to see how it does. So the time just now is 25 to 11. I'm just going to zoom you in so you can see this up close. Looks really nice so far. And yeah, we will see how this holds up throughout the day, and hopefully I won't still get that weird stubbly separating situation. Right, I'm back. So it is just after 20 to 6 and my foundation looks significantly better today. I've definitely got oil breaking through. I definitely want to touch up my powder, but I did want to zoom you in just a bit closer. I've still got a tiny little bit of kind of more texture showing kind of on my chin, and I've got quite a lot of separation going on. So actually I still think that the foundation was the main culprit for that beard look. But I'm not overly rating the powder either. I think there's plenty of other options out there that are better. The I Heart Revolution peach powder I love. I use that. Yeah. I mean, okay, it's a pressed powder, which is, you know, different in terms of what you're shopping for something to keep in your handbag. Yeah, it's going to blot things, it'll be fine. But as your overall setting powder, if you've got oily skin, I'm not rating it. So if you've got any questions about either of these products, leave them down below and I'll get back to you. And I will see you guys soon. Bye.